Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So the first we will discuss about the brucellosis. So brucellosis, also known as the Angolan fever, Mediterranean fever or Malta fever, were first discovered in 1886. So Bruce isolated Brucella melitensis from the spleens of Malta fever victims. Brucellosis is an infectious, contagious, and worldwide spread bacterial disease that's caused by various Brucella species. And humans generally acquire the disease through the direct contact with infected animals by eating or drinking contaminated animal products or by inhaling airborne agents, and the majority of cases are caused by ingesting unpasteurized milk or cheese from infected goats or sheep. And the characteristics of Brucella species: it is a facultative intracellular gram-negative Coccobacillus 0.5 to 0.7 micrometer in diameter and 0.5 to 1.5 micrometer in length. The cells are non-motile and do not form conventional flagell, capsule, or spores. And bacteria of the genus Brucella are strictly aerobic, but certain strains require a CO2 to enrich atmospheres 5 until 10% in order to grow. And they grow in the regular media and prolonged incubations for about 4 weeks. Oxidase and catalase tests are positive for most members of the genus Brucella. And the identifications of Brucella species, other methods to identify Brucella include the productions of urease and H2S, and the sensitivity to dyes, basic fusion, threonine and threonine blue, the use of the specific antisera. And this is the zoonotic potential and host preference of Brucella species. It divided by 10 species here. The first is Brucella melitensis. The zoonotic potential is high, and the host preference are the sheep and goat. For the Brucella abortus, the zoonotic potential is moderate, and the host preference for the Brucella abortus are the cattle. And the Brucella suis, also moderate for the zoonotic potential, and their host preference are in the pigs. For Brucella canis, the zoonotic potential are mild, and they prefer on the host dog. And for the Brucella ovis and Brucella neotome, the zoonotic potential are absent. And then also for Brucella seti and Brucella pinnipedialis, the zoonotic potential are mild. And for Brucella microti, the zoonotic potential also absent. This is we can see from the first picture, there are Brucella melitensis, the grandstand of Brucella melitensis, and then also the Brucella abortus. There are also the colonies of Brucella canis on the sheep in the blood agar and grandstand. And then the last pictures, it is the cement smell from a ram infected with Brucella ovis, containing several inflammatory cells. And for the epidemiology, brucellosis occurs worldwide, and its major endemic areas include countries of the Mediterranean, Europe, East Africa, Middle East, South and Central Asia, Central and South America, and of course some area that's still unrecognized or unreported. The division of the genus into 6 classical species, so usually it's divided into 6 classical species of Brucella: Brucella melitensis, abortus, suis, canis, ovis, and neotome, that's still widely used due to the historical and clinical reasons. And for the Brucella melitensis, suis, and abortus, they are considered for the most pathogenic species for human and have small ruminants, pigs, cattle, and preferential hosts respectively. And the two recently identified Brucella species isolated from marine mammals are Brucella chatii and Brucella pinnipedialis that find out that it can also cause human brucellosis. The transmissions, the first it can be a direct inoculation through the cuts and skin abrasions from handling animal carcasses, placenta, or contact with the animal vaginal secretions, and also the direct conjunctival inoculation, inhalation of infectious aerosol, and mostly ingestion of contaminated food such as raw milk, cheese made from unpasteurized milk, or raw meat, and also the federal transmissions that has been suggested, but the data are not conclusive. The portal of entry, the oral entry, this is the most common route, and as we know that it is mostly by the ingestions of the contaminated animal products such as the raw milk, and also it can be a contact with the contaminated fingers. And then the second is aerosols, it is by the inhalations of bacteria, and then also it can be also the contaminations of the conjunctive. And then the last is percutaneous infections, so the entry through the skin abrasions or the accidental inoculation. How about the clinical manifestations? The signs and symptoms are mostly fever, night sweats, malaise, anorexia, allergia, fatigue, weight loss, and depressions. The presentations of brucellosis is characterized variably, and the onset may be insidious or abrupt. So the clinical manifestations are influenza, like with fever reaching 38 until 40 degrees Celsius, limb and back pains, unusually severe, night sweating and fatigue are marked, also anorexia, weakness, severe fatigue and lost weight, depression, headache. The leukocyte counts tend to be normal or reduced with a relative lymphocytosis or relative leukopenia. On physical examination, the splenomegaly may be the only finding. And how about the diagnosis? For the diagnosis, we can doing the history and physical examinations, such as the clinical. For example, we look for the occupation of the patient, the consumption maybe of the raw milk, fresh cheese, or maybe traveling to the endemic area, and for the symptoms also, the signs also, and the cause of disease when the disease is start, and also doing the laboratory of blood cultures and quantitative serology. So what we need to investigate is total counts, it is normal or reduced, and also thrombocytopenia, ESR or CRP, it is normal or increased, and the CSF or body fluids analysis, lymphocytosis, low glucose level, elevated ADA, and also biopsy sample of lymph nodes, liver non-cavitating granuloma without acid fast bacilli. And for the serological test, most of serological studies for diagnosis of brucellosis are based on the antibody detections, include the serum agglutinations, the standard chip agglutination or ELISA, Ross-Bengal agglutinations, complement fixation, indirect combs, and immunocapture agglutinations. So serology is the main laboratory methods of diagnosis. It is used the serum agglutination test that is most widely used for the measures agglutinations for IgG, IgM, and IgA, and also to ME the breaks of hydrolyl bonds in IgM polymer, no agglutination, which are other tests such as COMT, ELISA, CFT, and FTR. For the serum agglutination, it is generally agreed that a titer of 1 compared 160 in the presence of compatible illness support the diagnosis of brucellosis. Demonstrations of 4-fold or greater increase or decrease in agglutination antibodies over 4 to 12 weeks provides even stronger evidence for the diagnosis. And then for the ELISA is probably the second most common serologic method. This is the sensitivity of ELISA was 100% when compared with blood culture, but only 44% compared with serologic tests other than ELISA. The specificity was 99%, and in the study including 75% According to polymerase chain reactions shows promise for rapid diagnosis of Brucella species in human blood specimen, and positive PCR at the completion of treatment is not predictive of subsequent relapse, but PCR testing for food and tissue sample other than blood has also been described. The treatment of brucellosis are drugs against brucella, such as the tretacillins, aminoglycosides, that include streptomycin, gentamicin, and natilmycin, and also the rifampicin, and also quinones, includes the ciprofloxacin. The prevention is the control of disease in domestic animals, of course, by immunizations using Brucella abortus strain 19 and Brucella melitensis strain Rev1, and also routine pasteurization of milk, and also in a lab we need to conduct the strict biosafety precautions. And now we will move to the salmonellosis. We know that this is the foodborne zoonosis disease that is infectious in all domestic animals and caused by various species of Salmonella, and is characterized by three major syndromes like acute septicemia, acute enteritis, and chronic enteritis. Salmonella species is bacteria that live in the intestinal tract of carrier animals of many species, including the livestock, poultry, and reptiles, and as the infective numbers of the bacteria are shed into the feces of these animals, particularly during periods of stress such as when they are being yoded and transmutted, and also the other animals and humans can ingest the Salmonella bacteria through direct or indirect contact with fecal material infections, then produce gastroenteritis. Hungary observed that the ubiquity of Salmonella, any food if not handled properly and protected from contamination, it can cause infections. In recent times, contaminated chicken and eggs are the most commonly identified vehicle in human salmonellosis, as they have been responsible for the pandemic associated with enteritis between the mid-1980s and mid-1990s, and many outbreaks implicating poultry meat as the source of infections have been reported, and people may become infected with Salmonella enteritis as a result of infected broiler breeder flocks and broiler rearing flocks, and contaminations of broilers at slaughters. The diagnosis of salmonellosis requires bacteriologic isolations of the organisms from appropriate clinical specimen. Laboratory identifications of the salmonella is done by biochemical tests. The serologic type is confirmed by serologic testing. Feces, blood, or other specimens should be planned on several non-selective and selective agar media, as well as into enrichment probes such as selenite or tetraionate. Thank you. That's my explanations of the bacterial zoonosis disease, which is brucellosis and salmonellosis. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.